Hi, this is Ken Lau. Now, in today's video, I would like to share with you how to calculate PLKS years. So, the formula is to take the something on the 10th column. If you know VLOOKUP and you minus the 7. So, what's the 10th column and what's the 7? So it is in the master data. The 10 column is the levy due date and minus the first visa. Okay, so this is the first time the visa is issued, and between the issue dates until the levy dates, how many years are there, right? So how many days are there? So I click this and minus the first date, and then I go to the home, go here general. Then you can see that this is just zero date. But this one, to they got the visa first time in 2019, and the levy due date is on the 20. So how many days they? So if you just take a look here. So for this, if you want to know by years, yeah, then we will divide it by 360 day. Okay, and that will be close to a 1 year. But the question is that if you want to turn it into 1 year, and this one we want to turn it into 3 years, it's always go to the upper part. What is the formula to do that? Okay, and let's just take a look here. Yeah, so it will be 0.216666. So the formula is actually called ceiling, and click on this one here and put 1 and you get 1 year. You see that? Now if it's 2.0222, the formula would be here. See 3, it becomes 3. So this formula, if you use this, say you want to reduce the decimal point. At one point, yes, it become 1 and 2, but the thing is that it actually don't really tells you, it don't really store the number 1. It's because it's just a way to display it. But if you go to general, you can see that it's still stored at 0.91. Now if that is the case, then uh, then our checking will not be efficient. Okay, so that's why you need a ceiling function. But what is ceiling function? Now ceiling function is like this. Now imagine this is uh, an apartment. There are 3 level, three floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. So if a number is fall under this floor 0.3, then the ceiling of this floor is actually 1. Okay, at 0 and 1. Now if the number is between this, because it's above 1, so 1.3, say 1.3, then the ceiling would be 2, because it's within the top of here is 2. And same goes to here, 2.6. If the number is 2.6, then the ceiling will be 3. And that's exactly what we want to do. This is basically the same thing, it's just that we take the value from another worksheet, and now we apply a ceiling function. Put 1 and enter. So you can see this is 0, and we highlight this all here, and we got the numbers here. Now notice that if we after we apply the ceiling, on the other column it shows the Fomema. But what is that Fomema? Well, I learned it from my clients, and he gave me this chart. So what happened is that it is a mandatory Fomema medical examination for foreign worker. So for foreign workers that So they protect. So there's need to check, and then if it's on the first year of PLKS, then you need to do the mandatory Fomema medical examination, medical checkup. And then the second year also see that is the Fomema. The one is also, if it's a fourth year, yes. But if it's a 11 years, seems like, oh yeah, actually continuously on alternative year basis until foreign worker went back to their home. So it should be, even 11 years you need to show as alternative years. It should show alternative years. As for the egg, that is not needed. Egg, oh yes, egg is needed. Okay, but why is not there? Because the formula is not yet included yet. So as like the 8 years, yeah. So now, what is the formula? The formula is actually the if function coupled with the or, because it can be 1 year, 2 years, fourth year, so 6 year, 8 years, 10 years. So that's why I put the or function here, and I check on this cell here in this column G. So whether it's 1 year, the 2 year, 4 years, and so on. So every possibility I put in another G9 is equal to 6. G9 is equal to 8. Or G9 is equal to 10. There you go for Fomema. And there is a formula mismatch. Right? So when that means this formula is different from the formula below. So that will cause a possible error. So now I just copy it down there. As you can see now, 4 is now included. It also include. As for the 11, which is exceeds these 11 years. So now this is the different case, right? So we need to insert a column here, and we can check another one just to say that if we can check whether this cell here is greater than 10 years. That if it's the case, then we have to do something else. Now we have the false and true. So you can see these are the true case. So when that is to happen, then if you want the note there, then this one is a separate case. You need to alternative years. Otherwise, it's nothing. Okay. So you double click here. As you can see here, these are the foreigners that need to go for alternative years. So 11 years, alternative years. So I think that this is another rules. Still some more work to do on these alternative years. How the thing is that you can work on this more crazy one. Yeah. So this for Myanmar, and that's how you do the list out which are the Fomema lists that you need to work on as for this year, and that's need to go for Fomema. And there is also other tools that here that you need to work on, such as this one here. You can also apply. Um, Let me just remove this. Sometime for understanding, you don't need to have so many. Okay, so maybe it's over here. Um, mm, 1 second. So there is a if function, then there is a or function. Oh, there is this here. So where is this if function ended? It's pretty hard to find. Okay, so alternate enter, and you have the VLOOKUP. There's a VLOOKUP here. Oh yeah, I think it's right here, because there's a VLOOKUP here, and there's a if function here. So I think this one would be, and there's a VLOOKUP here also. So alternate enter is easier for us to see the word. So there is a Here's a bracket here. Okay, this is the one. It seems like the real one is here. So there is a. So see that this is the VLOOKUP function, and there's a bracket. Okay, this is to end this bracket, and there's also another bracket to close this bracket, and finally there is one last bracket, and this bracket is belongs to the if function. So if we do want to check the C8 whether it's a foreigner, we just want to minimize it. It's good to have that if function, but for understanding on this VLOOKUP, we don't really need that. So let's just enter it. Oops. Okay, that must be the is the employee name. Okay, let's just say that we actually can simplify into just table because I have that. Okay, simplify that. You don't really need to have all these things here because the table itself will help you. So enter, and you got 400 something. See that? Now that is 400 something. So I think that is not quite right. So it's basically just the so that's why you must know what is the original feature about. It's just that this one is actually 9 minus 10. So what is the 9? 9 is actually passport due date minus the 10 levy due date. Passport 9 is on the passport due date, levy due date. So passport due date minus the levy due date. Okay, so it should be like this, minus passport due date, and we have a bracket. So minus the due date and divide by 365 days, so you can see that's the 408 day. Now compared to this one, previous is like that. Now I just double click. It's still the same. You see that if you notice that it's still the same data. Double click. There's not much change, but the thing is that the formula is now look more cleaner. Okay, so more cleaner, and with the Excel table, that is just a great tools. Um, Now, next thing is that if it's 4.8, if you want to turn it into 5 years, then you can use the ceiling functions. What's ceiling function? Like you can see here, like 4.7 will become 5 because you imagine there's a fifth floor. Like 1.3 is somewhere here, so it become 2. The ceiling function is really just take this number, comma 1. This is the multiply by 1. So every floor is just one floor away. So you just add 1. You can also put 10. Then there will be every floor will be 10, 10, 20, 30. So that is ceiling function. There is also another function that's called round up. Now round up is different. It works with the decimal point. When there is increase to after 4, then you increase by 5 increase by. So you can see that 2.42, then this round up function by 1 will become 2.5 because it's exceed that 4. Yeah, so in Chinese called 四舍五入, anything that exceed 4, and the 1 is a 1 decimal point. 1 at the 1 decimal point, they do that. That's a 5.06, right? Round up, you can see that 0, 6, but 6 it should include by 1 already, so it's by 1. That is called round up. Now, if you will change that to 2.42 and you change it to 2, so 2.42, what will it be? D. It will be 2.43. That's exactly because it's 2 decimal point. And 5.1 decimal point, if you put a 2, what will it be? 5 point, you got it, 5.06. Oh, wait. Oh, because it's always round up. So that's why, sorry, this is round up. It always go up. Whether it's 6 or 4, it always go up. So, uh, this is yeah, this is round up. Yeah. So I hope this will help you to analyze your when to send people for Myanmar easier, and also with the other tools that you can use it. So I thank you, my client, to generously share this example to me, and it can benefit to the rest of Malaysian. Yeah, that is hopefully it will help you. That thanks for watching. God bless you. God bless Asia. Jesus love you. You.